Welcome, men and women of Africa, wherever you are in Africa. Shout out to our brothers and sisters in Nigeria. That's where we're going today, Nigeria, for our shout outs. And then we shall go straight to the UK and talk about the first ever Africa UK summit, which was held on the 20th of January. So that has come and gone, but we shall talk a little bit about that. There were 21 heads of state and their delegates in the UK for this conference. As you know, Africa has 8 of the 15 fastest growing economies in the world. And by 2050, we will be the home to a quarter of the world's consumer market. So it makes sense to go into Africa, as well as other reasons. Of course, other reasons would include the Brexit, the growing Chinese influence in Africa. They need some new strategic partnerships. But there were some winners. Apparently, Kenya made about 1.7 billion with Kenya's President Uhuru and his men. 1.7 billion worth of trade deals, and also Rwanda came out, swinging. So it's a positive step, I guess, forward for both sides of the aisle. So, but nothing beats African head of states, African presidents. Nothing can come close to their sense of protocol. See there, President Buhari of Nigeria, he's on the plane with his governors, traveling together. Once they get there, the men jump off the plane and they stand to receive and greet the President Buhari that they were just together. Now, as I said, we are very good. Our president, shout out to our president for the protocols. All right, let us move on. Men and women of Africa. Now we are going to talk about the man, the myth, and the legend, the president of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni. He's 75 years old and he's been in power since 1986, ladies and gentlemen. 1986, men and women of Africa. That's a long time. So he plans, guess what? He plans to stand again in 2021 because he's got strength and energy, he reckons. He's going to run against a much younger opponent, 37-year-old politician. His name is Bobby Wine. Yes, Bobby Wine. Imagine having a president with that name, President Bobby Wine. As you must have guessed it, he used to be a pop star. So now he's a politician, hence the name Bobby Wine. I just like to call it, to say that name, Bobby Wine. Anyway, 2 weeks ago, Mr. Yoweri Museveni walked 195 kilometers through central Uganda to retrace the journey that his troops and himself used in 1986 to seize power. I think it took him a week to achieve that. That is not the point, ladies and gentlemen, why we are talking about the man himself, President Museveni. It is because he's lost weight. Yes, 30 kilograms of body fat, all gone. Now, that's what's trending. I mean, he's pumped about it. He's talking about it. He's happy. We are happy about it. We love a healthy lifestyle. 30 kilograms, ladies and gentlemen, that's no joke. And there is a president running around Kampala in Uganda. Not even his younger opponent, Bobby Wine, can catch him at the moment. He is fast. And what's trending in Zimbabwe? Zimbabwe's doctors have decided to end the strike that went on for 4 months. That's a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Paralyzing the health sector of that country because of poor pay. They got paid $100, so not happy about it. Now there is a billionaire, men and women of Africa. His name is Mr. Strive Masiawa. Mr. Masiawa lives in the UK. He's the chairman and founder of telecommunications media and technology company. It is called Econet Wireless. And according to Forbes Rich List, he's worth about 1.1 billion. He's down from about 2.3 billion USA dollars, but he's the one that's going to rescue those doctors, and they'll return to work, which is very important. Very important. We cannot do without the medics. So they'll be paid about $300 every month through the just to help them out with transportation and costs through his foundation called Higher Life Foundation. So that's good on him and well done. But talking about billionaires, Forbes African rich list is out, and guess who? Aliko Dangote, Mr. Aliko Dangote retains his position, 62 years old. Tycoon is worth 10.1 billion, but Bloomberg and other sources claim he's worth about 16 billion USA dollars. He's expected to multiply his worth fivefold by 2021 because, as you know, he's got this what he even calls crazy project that is building one of the biggest oil refineries of its type in the world, which is actually being built on a swamp. That's another story for another day. But it's massive and massive infrastructure needing special transportation and you know, it's just everything needs to be built for this massive infrastructure. You know, he's built his own power plant. He's building his own industrial plant. So it is just a massive project. Maybe in a couple of years it will be completed, and it will change possibly change the economy of the country, Nigeria. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, for tuning in, and we will see you in a couple or so days. Stay classy forever. See you later.